Ngā mihi mahana kia koutou katoa, tēnā koutou katoa. I want today at this Teacher Union conference to acknowledge the significant role that the union played in this curriculum that became Te Whaariki. It is in fact why Margaret and I are here. We were asked by Secure, the Combined Early Childhood Union of Aotearoa, to bid for the contract. They were hugely worried at the government imposing a curriculum on early childhood education. We didn't think we needed it, but it was in dangerous waters and we decided to be strategic. And prior to the, and of course Secure merged with NZEI in 1994, and so its roots of this curriculum actually began with the union. And from the start, in 1991, when we had that conversation, we knew that the national curriculum was going to be a political document. And we understood that its success or otherwise was going to need some pretty strong political strategy. And it is why, once we had Te Whaariki, we took it international. It is now translated into many countries. We're rather worried at times when we hear of countries saying, we do Te Whaariki. But that is very worrying to us because it is a curriculum of Aotearoa. But I think our first bold and very nervous move was to approach the National Kohanga Trust to join us as partners in the task. And it's a delight that we have remained partners in the task as the ageing guardians of Te Whaariki, which we've collectively embedded in early childhood education landscape of Aotearoa, New Zealand, but as I said, the world. But coming back to Secure, it was an extraordinary too that it was Secure, the union, that actually launched Te Whaariki, not the government. In 1990, this was the draft of Te Whaariki, at a conference aptly called Celebrating Te Whaariki, and we were there. This was in Christchurch in 1993, and we spoke. The government basically posted the document to centres and hoped that something might happen. So to finish off my few minutes, I want to read you what I said at that conference 23 years ago, because I found the speech. And so this is 23 years ago at a union conference launching Te Whaariki to the sector. This occasion is most timely in coinciding with the release of Te Whaariki to centres throughout the country this week. It is particularly appropriate at this conference we are able, for the first time in a public forum, to present the dual aspects of Te Whaariki with its Māori and Pākehā strands and interconnections. We would wish to acknowledge the partnership with the National Kohanga Reo Trust of Dr. Tamati and Mrs. Tilly Reedy. Their challenges, knowledge and insight were crucial. Much of the structure and philosophy of Te Whaariki is due to this partnership. To begin with, this was probably a nervous partnership and certainly a risk on their part in taking us on. Our boldness on. We always had an ideal of the possibilities of a bicultural approach to curriculum, but words and ideals are easier than practice. So we would like to pay tribute to your union, this was Secure, for the behind-the-scene roles it has played in the development and support of this document, and for the ongoing support it has given to us personally. We value it highly, and it's most fitting that it's the union that's taken the lead in setting up this conference on curriculum issues, and that so many people working in early childhood have travelled to this conference that is not about wages and conditions or bulk funding. Now, this was 1993. It was a terrible time for bulk funding for kindergartens. Or the forthcoming election, which was lost, grim as those things might be. But we have come to listen, debate, talk and learn about early childhood curriculum, and most of all, thinking about the children we work with. And in the workshops today, we will be suggesting some ideas for beginning to use Te Whaariki. You are the ones who will decide whether the curriculum can be made to work for children or whether it remains as a glossy production on your shelf to where it was posted. So that was 1993. That we're here tonight means that Te Whaariki did not get left on the shelf, but its journey has not ended. there is some unfinished business. We always wanted to take Te Whaariki to the junior classes, and we have more recently proposed to the Minister that its framework replace the narrow deficit assessment of national standards that our children from early childhood education walk into on their first day at school. National standards is something that this union has campaigned hard against. We think this is a winnable campaign, and we're happy to talk further with you about it.